All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. And this is going to be a lesson on how this is another reason why the Edomites don't like us, man. And it's because that their women are obsessed with Jake, right? A lot of these Edomite women are actually obsessed with the Israelite man. And this woman here on the right-hand side is a so-called upstanding looking so-called white woman. She don't particularly look like no kind of chav. She looks like she could come from a middle-class family and all of that, right? She's not, I wouldn't say she's ugly. Some other brothers out there might say she's ugly. Nah, she clapped or whatever. But I wouldn't say that she's particularly ugly, right? And she's on her wedding day. And on her wedding day, she's going to say what you're going to hear her say anyway. She basically says that she makes her Instagram post or whatever saying, Chief Keef, you've got 10 minutes to stop me from making this decision. Otherwise, I'm gone forever, or something along those lines, right? And you'd think, why does this woman even know about Chief Keef's music, right? You'd be like, why does she even know about Chief Keef? And like, the image that Chief Keef has is that of a so-called dark-skinned black man, which is the image that's the most hated on this earth, right? And there's plenty of brothers that believe that they're Hebrew Israelites right now that don't look much different than Chief Keef. I can think of at least, off the top of my head, I can easily think of at least like a good like maybe 10 Israelites that I can think of that look very similar to that of Chief Keef, man. Like Chief Keef's face, as far as it goes, is kind of maybe like that of an average so-called black man's face. Now, due to the money and all this stuff and like how he is with the music and all that kind of stuff, I guess it would change how he's perceived. But this is one of the reasons why Esau hates him, because he's tried to make this image be hated on the earth. And yet, for some reason, women of all different kinds of races, women of all different kinds of attractiveness levels, always seem to find themselves lusting after the Israelite man. Right? You've got Rampage Jackson, he does this whole online streaming thing and all that, and women are always throwing themselves at him. Right? And you've got plenty of other people that Israelite men as well that go around, and you just see that women are attracted to them, man. You're seeing how that some of these women from the Philippines, they're making posts and all these things saying how, oh, they're attracted to so-called black men. Indian women are saying it. And this is one of the main reasons why all these nations hate us, because they know that we're getting all of this praise and stuff like that when we're in such of a low position as we're in. What people might say, oh no, but Chief Keef's a millionaire though. Okay, he's a millionaire in this wicked ass society that was built on the oppression of his people. So if it was a society that wasn't built on the oppression of his people and was built on his people oppressing others and milking them out for whatever it is, would he be more than a millionaire? Absolutely. Right? And he'd be able to look exactly, and even if he wasn't a millionaire and it was like to be a so-called middle-class Israelite, his upbringing would have been completely different than that of what made him have to make all the songs that he used to make on all that Chicago draw-up stuff anyway. He would have had a completely different lifestyle, yet his face would have stayed the same, right? He would have stayed looking the same. But this is one of the reasons why these heathens hate us, man. This is one of the reasons why when you go to the gym, you can almost feel like there's a secret competition going on between you and the rest of the heathen. Right now, there might be a secret competition between you going on and maybe between some other Jake that's in the gym as well. But it's not the same as the competition that you and another heathen might be having amongst each other. And they're trying to compete with you to a high degree, man, and they can't really do it. Because when Jake gets inside the gyms and actually starts to put in a lot of time in, they damn near become like a superhero, man. And that goes for even brothers that are Israelites that we're actually face fighting ailments, right? We're fighting spirits that are trying to bug us out. We got a hell of a lot of stuff going on, man, that we're fighting against, and yet even still, we can reach a certain status when it comes to that whole gym thing, man. Because Yahweh's made us different than the heathen, and that's why these heathen hate us. But I'm gonna play it anyway, man. When you go to Ezekiel 35, it says that one of the reasons why Esau hates us is because of envy. It's not because we're wicked and we're N-words and all of this and we're lazy and all this and we're that, and we just won't go back to Africa and we always complain about the soul. It's because of envy, right? And you're gonna hear her say all of this, what she says, and then the man that she ends up marrying though, doesn't look nothing like Chief Keef. I'm not saying this to try and make her like she's some kind of righteous woman. I'm just using it as a point because the women are wicked and they're disrespectful as hell as well in this society anyway, man. She had no business making this post, right? But anyway.
This is your last chance, otherwise I'm gone forever. You have 10 minutes to let me know. Chief Keef, this is your last chance, otherwise I'm gone forever. You have 10 minutes to let me know.
Now, I'm going to try and see if I can find a post or try and find an image of what her husband actually looks like. Give me a second. All right, so I found another video that's going to show what the husband looks like. And this isn't made to embarrass him. He could be a Jake, right? This is just to show that these women be lusting after the Israelite man. And this is one of the reasons why Esau in particular hates us, but it's also a reason why the men of these other nations don't like us as well. Because they go on smear campaigns from when the women of their nation are young to make us seem gross, right? But they don't go do the same smear campaign against Esau. A lot of these other heathen nations, right, will be happy if their women of their nation bring home an Edomite man. But they'll be completely disgusted if their woman brings home an Israelite man. If the women of their nation bring home an Israelite man, because the way how the devil in this world has been made a child of light, they think that us being associated with them is a negative thing, and they think that Esau being associated with them is actually a positive, and it's something that actually improves their reputation, man. But let's see this anyway.
Keith, this is your last chance, otherwise I'm gone forever. You have 10 minutes to let me know.
20 minutes later.
And they love them glow. See, this is one of the most so-called white people looking weddings that you could ever see, mate. Look at it. Looks like a scene from White Chicks, man. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at that dance. Look at the dance moves, man. The head bop to the left and right, and that's the husband in the air, I think, on there to the right hand side of the screen. And then look who they got performing. Isn't that a Jake there with some dreads and a fade? You see?
Chief Keef,
this is one of the reasons. Like, this is just a small video. It's not like nothing to be too deep or taken too deep, but it's just one of the points that I'm making about how this is one of the reasons why the heathen hate us, man. Because they know that we've got a different aura to ourselves, man. You wouldn't think that this woman even listens to Chief Keef music if you was to see all of her family and everything like that. Just look. Like, where do you see any Chief Keef vibes from anything going on there? Where's the Chief Keef vibes going on there? No, not really, right? You wouldn't expect that, but Israelite men of all different kind of ways, nerdy ones, right? So-called street ones, jock, athlete kind of ones, mechanic, construction, white collar, blue collar ones, all different Jakes are able to get access to attractive women of other nations, right? Without having to change themselves, man. And that's one of the reasons why even the Israelite woman gets angry at the Israelite man as well. Because she'll not like a Jake. And then the moment that a heathen woman of another nation that's attractive likes him, now all of a sudden she'll like him and call him a sellout because he's not with her, or he's not with a woman of his nation. As if they're not more of a sellout when they do it. But anyway, that's a whole other topic in itself, man. I'm going to end the lesson there, Shalom.